guys, Dr. Evil Zeus here, and today, sorry I have a cold, but today we are going to be reacting to StoryBooth, Crushed by My Crush. Whoops. I did this video on Evil Billy, but then it got taken down because of copyright, and so many other people have it, so I have no clue. Maybe I'm going to have to put like lower cases and upper cases in weird places so it's not copyrighted. Don't know.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is. Alright, so get this. Like, honestly, I've been liking this girl since like 8th grade. I always had a crush on this girl. And this is my senior year in high school. She always seemed to give me the curveball every time I try to shoot my shot at her. Every time I be curving my ass. I'm like, alright, cool, it's whatever. That didn't stop me from shooting the shot, though. Kept shooting the shot. One day, her and her boyfriend broke up, and that was my moment. It was like a blessing from the heavens. I'm just like, yes, God, he giving me the signal to go back at it, to shoot the shot. So I'm over here, who's that attract me? I'm over here being extra friendly, talking to her a lot more, kind of all over her a little bit. Then come to find out, the next day at school, her boyfriend was pissed. Her ex was pissed off. This dude was heated. Like, bro, I don't understand why he's so mad when he's the one that cheated on her. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, cool. It's whatever. He can be mad. So I walk around school, and his little rumors going around saying he want to fight. And I had no idea these rumors were going around. I'm going around school thinking everything's fine. I was walking to a track practice, and he was over here posted up on the wall, just waiting for me. Then he gonna sit here and say, hey, Des, get your ass over here. I'm like, what? He come up and got in my face. He was like, bro, why you trying to mess with Anu? That's my girl, this and this. I'm like, bro, nah, bro. You cheated, bro. It's not your girl no more. It's Desi D time. And he's sitting here getting heated, just getting it, like, about to explode. Then I'm like, bro, I'm not about to here to fight this dude right here. Because at the time, I had football scholarships coming in. So, like, if I would have fought him, that would have risked me losing all that.
True.
So I couldn't really fight him at the school, but we could have fought anywhere else. So I'm trying to walk off, and he just pushed me. Dude pushed me, bro. And you should have saw the look on my face, bro. Oh my God, I was pissed. I'm like, all right, I'll meet you in the locker room then. All right, go to the locker room. We can fight in there. He went to the locker room. As soon as I got in there, I saw him, like, pushing one of my homeboys. I'm like, bro, what the hell you doing? Like, I started taking everything in my pockets, took my phone out, took my shirt off. I'm like, all right, come on then, it's time to box. So I'm over here charging that old dude, right? And everybody just like, no. Everybody started breaking it up, pulling us apart, this and this, before the fight even got started. After we got broken up and everything, I went to the girl, my little crush. I told her what happened or whatever, and she was like, nah, like, dang. She's like, she's sorry, this and this. She said she's not gonna get back together with him, whatever. So I'm still thinking me and her gonna be a thing, right? Come to find out, the very next day, him and her were right back together. Back together. So, like, bro, I'm looking stupid. Like, I'm about to for real fight this dude over you, looking dumb as hell. So look, y'all, moral of the story, bro, don't put your energy into a female when you're not getting it back, alright? Like, real talk.
Okay. This is the next one. It's called Scary Ouija Board. I wish I never played with it. And I'm never going to do it because I'm Christian.
So we decided to have it at my friend Marissa's house. So we were at her house and we had some dinner. It was really good. We actually had some masticholi. We were just sitting at the table talking, and one of my other friends, we'll call her Haley, she was like, oh my gosh, we should go play the Ouija board now, because they knew that I brought it. So I was like, okay, let's go in the basement. It'll be like
hold up. Who the heck brings an Ouija board to their friend's house to summon demons? Technically, if you do it right, you can summon demons. So stupid though. Some guy made like this fine, and he said, and he read up, you have to be 18 to smoke, 21 to drink, but you have to be 8 to summon demons.
So we're playing,
because you have to be 8 to play the game. So
I started getting really freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get possessed. Like, oh my gosh. Because I was so scared that, like, because we talked to this really mean ghost. I thought we were, but it was really spelling something else out. Tears are, like, streaming down my face, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, so I kept saying, like, I could see it. I could. It was like in the mirror. It was really scary. So then I was like, we need to talk to it again to see what it wants. We talked to this ghost named Dan, and his wife's name is Gina, and he kept saying 40 cuts in the bathtub, and then like 790. We looked it up. It means love and like comfort. So we were like, do you want us to love you? And he said he has a daughter. And eventually we got this story that he had a daughter and she was like kidnapped and then she like killed herself, I guess.
Boy.
She died, and it was really, really sad. So we felt bad, and I kept wanting us to dig him up. He said he was under the house. He was under the floor. So, like, I was getting really scared, and, like, he said the ghost girl's name was Erin, and she was 12, and she was turning 13 the next day. So we were like, do you want us to sing happy birthday? And he said yes, and we said at midnight. He said no, and I said what time? And he said 6. So I was like, oh gosh, we have to wake up at 6 in the morning. So then, like, everyone started getting creeped out. So we had to, like, stop because not everyone was, like, comfortable with it. So we stopped playing, and I put it away, and I was terrified. I was like, I'm not comfortable with some of the things he said. I was just, like, really upset. So I called my sister, and I was like, dude, this is what happened. And I told her the story, and I was like, I am so scared. I was crying. Like, it was bad. I was crying really hard, and I was like, I don't want to get possessed. So she's like, oh, it'll be okay. Just be glad that you said goodbye. I mean, you're still stupid. And I was like, okay. So I hung up on her because I was mad. And I just got so scared, and my anxiety got really bad that I was like, I can't sleep over. So I texted my mom, and my mom is like, okay, I'll come and get you. And my mom, she took me home, and she's like, leave that board in the garage. It is not coming in the house. So I was like, okay. When I woke up at 7, and I did sing happy birthday to Erin because I promised Dan that I'd sing at 6. So I sang happy birthday, and I'm good. I just don't like being home alone like I am right now. But that's my story of my scary Ouija board.
Yeah, okay. Another one.
When I went to
This next one is how do I make kids stop bullying me?
that's when bullying really started to hit me. It used to be called names. I got cyberbullied a lot, and it made me feel really bad. After I survived middle school, I finally started getting into my near freshman years, and the bullying and cyberbullying gets way, way worse than it was. I used to get called really offensive names. I got picked on for no apparent reason. People made me feel really bad about myself. And I see people at my school doing things to themselves, like wanting to commit suicide, and then seeing them cut themselves with knives on their arms. And
Yeah, okay. This is not for... Alright, this is
We've
what
been
I chose.
friends for about
We are
3
haunted
years,
by a creepy
and we
possessed dog.
decided to go to a cabin last summer. So it was a day where it was kind of groggy outside. It was rainy. My grandma decided to come in, and she said, hey guys, look what I got. She had this really old doll, which was made up, and it just gave the creepy, like, feeling off of us. We asked her where she got it, and she had gone to this weird kind of garage sale type thing, and she bought it off of someone for 60 cents, and the person said that they didn't want it anymore. She put the doll in bed and tucked it in and gave it a kiss and walked away. We then said that it looked really creepy, and I guess might have pissed the doll off because when her parents and her grandparents went out for bingo, the Wi-Fi went out instantly. We decided to talk about funny things until the weirdest thing happened where we heard a little voice behind us. No, we heard a baby crying first. Yeah, a baby. From behind the door. And I was like, are there any babies, like, living around here? She said no. Then later on, we heard scratching from inside the room. Like, tiny hands, like, as if it was, like, maybe a cat scratching at a door. A little freaked out, and then we decided to leave the house. And so we went on our bikes, and it got to the point where it was really, really cold, and we couldn't handle the cold, so we had to go back. Came back, opened the door, and we went into the bedroom. She had put a new bra that she got in a plastic bag on the middle of the bed. When we got back, it wasn't there. We looked around, couldn't find it. I looked under the bed. The bra was out of the bag and under the middle of the bed. And then from behind us, we hear this low, demonic, like, yeah. We both looked back and we're like, did you hear that?
We opened the door and we went into the bedroom.
The blanket was underneath its eyes, and we had put it completely over.
So it got to the point we were like really freaked out. So she went up to this tree, and it was a fake tree, and she said, I hope nothing happens to this tree. I really love this tree. So my parents ended up coming back and we couldn't sleep that night. We were so scared. And so the next day we woke up, the leaves were all over the floor and they were scattered, which kind of freaked us out.
That was the time that we realized that we pissed that doll off.
And my grandma loves that doll. She talks to the doll, and to the point where brushes its hair, and to the point where we went in there, my grandma came in and she got really mad at us, and she closed the door on us and told us to never go in there again.
Okay.
There are people in our lives that make us feel safe and
This is the
loved
next one.
and respected. And then for some of us out there are people in our lives that are supposed to make us safe and loved and respected, but they don't do their job. My entire life, I've had a wonderful father who has made so many sacrifices for me and taken care of me so that I could have a better future. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about my mother. From a young age, I was always ridiculed, teased, and taunted by my mom. And whenever I did something wrong, I wasn't properly sat down and disciplined. I was yelled at and smacked even sometimes. I grew up with a very low self-esteem because my mom would say things like, "You're terrible, I don't like you, I don't love you at all. I think that you're a big burden to this family. What sin could I have possibly committed to have had you as a kid?" And she thought that all of these words would just brush over and that I would realize that she somehow didn't mean them. But she said them so many times that I don't think she doesn't believe them. In fact, I'm quite sure that she means everything that she says. And as a result, it has lowered my self-esteem and my self-worth, and it has made me do things like cutting and inflicting self-harm. As a young adult, even now, I suffer with this. Of course, I've stopped inflicting self-harm, but I have struggled with my self-worth so much. Whenever I look into the mirror, I can't see a girl that I love and appreciate. I can't see somebody that is strong and independent. I see someone who's weak and who's been broken and shattered by a negative influence all her life. To those of you out there who are struggling because of some negative influence in your life, whether it be your parents or an ex-best friend or an ex-boyfriend or a bully or anything, please remember that you're not alone, that you don't deserve to suffer this way, and nobody should be able to say that to you. You are wonderful, compassionate human beings, and you have so much to offer this world. Don't let this negative influence take over your life anymore.
Well, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you liked it, smash the like button, and I will see you next time. Peace out.